All right, Brick fam and friends and toy people, I got another one of our tiny tanks. Whole At this point, I've said it so often, I don't even have to look at the box. Whole ecosystems in an itty bitty block build. I love it. This is our last one of the series of the tiny tanks builds, and we know it's the last one because we've had green for the vivarium, we've had yellow for the mouse pad, along with keyboard. No, it's mouse pad. House of Mouse. And then blue for our butterfly garden. Um, I have some issues with this one. I like it, but I got some issues, some hardcore issues, and some ideas on what I might be doing with some of the pieces. Honestly, yikes, yikes. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. $4, Five Below. It's cool, but let's talk about it. Let's look at the box. We'll talk about the good. We'll talk about the bad. We'll talk about my big, not a minor, but a major quibble with this, and quibble being that problem, right? So this is the one that has the most pieces out of all three, clocking in at 61, one piece over the mouse pad and the vivarium, snake cage. This is the butterfly garden. We know it's different. It's got the blue for the tiny tanks. We get the butterfly garden on there. Cage is a lot different too. It's actually got white on it. White and black. Unlike the snake one was pink, and then the mouse pad, House of Mouse, was in black, right? So there's a little bit of difference in this. We got black, white, gray, was it gray, black, and then the pink and black. Eh, you know, hey, makes it interesting, right? That's what we want. We want things that are interesting. We get, of course, Block Tech here. This is found at Five Below, $4. Tiny tanks, we get the 61 pieces, 8 and up. And yes, please make it 8 and up. You don't want to give this to a kid. Again, there's some small parts in there. Not good for them. Would not be good. Definitely don't use your teeth to open up parts. I've never done that. I got in trouble about it the other day. All right, we get a zoom in. Now, this one seems the most effective zoom in because you could actually see the butterfly. What do you know? On this side, we get, of course, the tiny tanks there. We get one on the top. We get the legalese on the bottom. I say legalese. I've got to, I should really mention. I get that actually from, I believe he's another Texas native action figure person that I have followed forever. And it used to be, oh my God, his channel was, it used to be, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I'm so old. But anyways, he does a ton of stuff. You know what? Maybe I'll drop the link down the bottom if I can remember. If I can remember. If not, I'm so sorry. I feel bad. It's like I want to give him the shout out and I can't remember to give him the shout out. I'm firing today on all cylinders. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's not good. Not good. Not at all. All right, so we do get our tiny tanks. We got our cross-cell art here. We got the vivarium, butterfly garden, and House of Mouse down there. We love our House of Mouse, right? Of course. Uh, really cool pieces. In all honesty, there's a part of me that's like, I would definitely pick these up. I'm not sure about that. Maybe. If I had $12, I'd pick them all up again and definitely build more stuff with it because the parts in them are delicious. And delicious being that term that I like to use is saying good for building other things. All right, now, man, that's all we got on the box. Guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to open it up because I already have the instructions out. Ooh, I'm learning. Watch me fix it and mess it up again down the road. That happens. All right, so we got our tiny tanks here. We get, of course, our parts list here. 61, all 61 pieces, not 60, 61. And then we got all of our stuff down here for how to put this together. Pretty easy build, nothing too complicated about this. And we like it not too complicated sometimes. I like a little bit of complication. I like a little bit of that engineering. Like, my brain is definitely going right now, but I also don't want it to be so difficult that I don't enjoy the build anymore. That would be no good. You know what I mean? Seriously, you know what I mean? Hey, but you know what? I know you're not here for the instruction sheet. You came here for this guy right here. The actual build. Now, the build, of course, we got our butterfly here. We got a couple of butterflies inside. You ready for my quibble? Here's my quibble. That butterfly is ginormous. Oh, look, one of my butterflies fell out. Get out of there, butterfly. There we go. He's supposed to go up here. I accidentally knocked one down. That's not good. All right. So, a couple things. A, the butterflies are going to escape. Why? There's no top on it. Ah, that would be no good. Second piece. That has to be the biggest butterfly I've ever seen. I was watching Blade Runner the other day, and there was the part where Deckard's talking to Rachel, and he goes, he's doing the Voight-Kampff test, right? And he says, your son or your child brings you a butterfly collection, and he also shows you the killing jar, and it's like, I do this. If this were the size of a normal butterfly, okay, let's say this is a normal butterfly, this would be a killing jar because it's so small. There's no room for that butterfly. Look, there's no place for it to go. Butterfly gardens are big. I actually went to one in Corpus Christi. It's fairly large, fairly large. And, they're big open enclosures with lots of butterflies, lots of species, lots of flowers, lots of botanicals, as you might say. And this has a lot of botanicals. Bing, we got it. We need it. It's got a tree. Excellent. And then it's got butterflies. So if this were in a zoo, that butterfly would be the size of a person. So it's a prehistoric butterfly that would just assume land on you and suck your brains out. It's Mothra. Essentially, it's Mothra. Maybe that's what we do, is that we'll just build like a small Lego building and put this on the top. It's Mothra. Yeah, it's the butterfly is a little oversized. And I think that's my biggest quibble about it. It's too big. The other butterflies, perfect size. We can go with giant butterflies. Besides, sometimes you get monarchs that are pretty big. I mean, this feels like a giant butterfly. Butterflies are not that big, but I could go with the smaller butterflies and feel like this hit the key. Instead of having the giant one, maybe we should have had maybe 2 of those pieces, because this butterfly's in 2 pieces. Maybe have one of them in blue and one of them in a type of red or something, and have variations of the butterflies. And we wouldn't have had to have decals. These decals on this butterfly are insanely impossible to put on. And that's something that's a really big area of malcontent that I have for it, is that I was not impressed with the size of the butterfly, A. And B, I was not entirely impressed with how we were putting the sticker on. It's curved, it's hard, it is not an easy sticker to put on. It was aggravating. I think at this point I pulled out a chunk of my hair. Thankfully, my hair's grown back since then. Yeah. All right. Well, other than that, though, there are some really good building technique pieces in there. Lots of slopes, lots of pieces that are in greens, few grays. A lot of the leaves, peggable leaves. That tree there is nice. Much like the others, the back is not finished out. And this time, we're also getting a car door on the side. So if you need some extra car doors in that white, boom, you got it right there, right? Might use them for some cabinets or something down the way. Of course, we do have the tiles in white up at the top, which is always nice to have. Some of those textured white pieces. That is actually one large piece. I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 1x8 with the textured front. So some quality stuff to work with in here. Most definitely quality stuff. Oh, it's 2 1x4s. And then, of course, some black plates that make it nice and easy to work with. These all run about 2 inches by 2 inches by 3.5 inches. So they're not too big. They're not too much. I would definitely say that the windows in this that you're getting, really good for other builds. The greenery, really good for other builds. There's stuff in here that's good for other builds. I necessarily would not put this into a build for a Lego zoo. I feel like this is too large. At least I'd probably take this out and toss it. Use it for something else. Use it for a hologram. Use it for the sign. Make a sign. Butterfly garden. Put that in the center. Boom. There you go. That's the answer to that. It would work in a zoo. That butterfly does not belong in there. It's too big. Too big. But that's my opinion. Too big. Too big. All right, well, that's all I got to say about the butterfly garden. Oh, my goodness. I should probably get some help. You know what? I have my difficulties. Hey, guess what? If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there. Boom, right there. Hit it. Be sure to like this video, comment. I love chatting with you all when I get a chance. Please chat with me. I enjoy it. And definitely hit that like button. It helps the algorithm push this out and kind of helps the channel and helps me in the long run. So I want to be able to continue bringing you all this wonderful stuff, and hopefully this helps you in your decision making on if you want to go to Five Below and get this. $4, not bad. Just not too keen on that butterfly. Not keen at all on it. It's too much. Too big. All right, that's all I gotta say about it. I thank you all for showing up today and coming and checking this video out. Be sure to share it with your friends, and hopefully it helps you with that decision in the long run, okay? Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.